Welcome back. We are here with 1469, if you can believe it. We are making quick work of the 1400s. Very exciting stuff. So in the last part, Tiffany and Alexander connected and got married, and she's pregnant now. Francesca almost died giving birth to Jay's son, but then became a vampire. And Dante and Nina finally, tied the knot to get everyone off their backs. And Dante started his aspiration. Thomas and Cassandra are pregnant again, so that's really exciting, and their kids became infants. So Ginevra also started meeting some guys, but she's still young, she's not super interested yet. So lots of things going on here. We are not going to roll for these people because they're not in our households, but I just wanted to kind of keep track of how old they were. And all that stuff. So I just wanted to keep track of, where people's parents were and stuff, because they're part of our family, sort of. Anyway, so we are going to do toddler rolls for all of our babies. So we'll do that. Then Frost and Helen are going to both be aging up as well. And we'll find out if they get married. So toddlers, no 4, 8, or 12. We have Malcolm, Thomas, Mortimer, and Neville. So Malcolm, Thomas, Thomas! Not Thomas the 5th. Mortimer. It's 4, 8, or 12, right? Oh my gosh, I can't believe we just lost Thomas. Mortimer is now our heir. Neville. Oh my gosh, Neville. Oh, my heart. What is happening? Is this my, penance for all of the good rolls I've been having lately? Oh no, not little Neville. Oh my gosh, not little Neville. Oh, I'm heartbroken. Oh my gosh, he was that was going to be Francesca's only child. Okay, and then we lost Thomas, our heir. Oh my gosh. Okay, and then oh goodness, we are starting off rough here. We can't get a 7. No 7. Are you guys getting married? No. No. Oh my gosh. Why is my life like this? Wait, is that the only Payne son? Hold on. Where is the Payne family? No. Okay, we have Malcolm still. And we have Frost. Okay, so hold on. Frost, Payne's. Okay, so we still have Malcolm Payne. But other than that. Oh, goodness. Oh, my goodness. I can't believe this is happening to me. No marriages for you guys. I was considering marrying Madalena to Frost. Oh, dang. All right, well, that's a later me problem, I guess. Anyway, that was really traumatizing, to be completely honest. A whole lot just happened. So, let's hop into the game. Alrighty, so we are going to start here with Dante and Nina. We are going to have them chatting with each other, hanging out, and all of that stuff. So they are just spending some time together. I was really trying to figure out how to get him to ask her to break up, but I don't know. Anyway, so we are going to then call over Thomas. So Thomas and Dante are going to have this conversation, and Thomas is going to say, I feel like this small town with all their preconceived notions about our family and our sisters and everything, I feel like we just need to get away from that. I want to improve our family standing, and we really can't do that. We're as high as we can go in this small village area, and they're talking about it, and Thomas is like, I want to move to a city. I want to move to a city, and I want to, meet new people and make new connections and really increase our family's reputation and all that stuff. He has a goal to make their family something special, and he thinks that his father did a great job, but, the only thing left to do in this town would be becoming the Lord. And obviously, we can't do that because that would mean, I don't know, something happens to the Goths or something. But anyway, we're married into their family twice anyway, so it's fine. Okay, and then a baby is being born. That is Cassandra and Thomas's baby. So they have just had a daughter, and we're going to name her Bella after Cassandra's mother. So we're going to name her that. And then, Lady Whistledown is obviously talking about our family again. Also, she's saying because Tiffany and Alexander aren't technically married and they are pregnant, and so it's like a whole thing. But anyway, so we are going to create a new club just because I want to gather the family, and so I'm just, trying to figure that out. So we're going to gather the family, and then we are going to just add in Bella here with, Peregrine Landgrab was born in the last part, so, well, like not in the last part, but like in the middle of the night while I was still setting up for the day. So that's why you didn't see her be born. But anyway, so we're going to call over all of our family members and be chatting with them about, their how things are going and blah, 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 because Thomas and Dante both have decided that they want to move together to the city because obviously Dante, wants to go with his brother and then also wants, the drama of a big city. He's already woohooed pretty much everyone he can here. So they are going to tell the family that is what they're going to do. They're going to tell their parents that, they have a goal in mind for their family and they really want to do all of that stuff. And so, obviously I think Thomas understands really well. But, obviously they're sad to see them go, but we'll visit a lot. And like, it's not like we're losing contact with everyone. We're just going to try and become something bigger than what we are. And I am trying so hard to get Nina to agree to break up with Dawn, but it just doesn't work. Like, I asked her like 3 or 4 times and she's like, what? No, me and Dawn? Absolutely not. So I guess we're not doing that right now. So I guess Nina does not want to let go of Dawn quite yet. So there is that. And then we'll just accept that she's not going to agree to that. So that is what we were doing in this household. So she's not going to agree and we will move on. We're going to head over to Thomas's household because now it is going to be Friday very soon, and as we all know, that means that Thomas the second, not the second, oh my gosh, why did I just say that? Thomas the fifth is becoming a toddler and dying, or he's dying because of his toddler role, which is really, really sad. Oh my gosh, don't be mean to each other, excuse you. They're just like... She's mad. She doesn't want to break up with Dawn. Okay, let's head over to the other family. So we are going to head over here and have Thomas and Cassandra be spending some time with their son before, we have to say goodbye. So there is that. It's all very sad, but we are going to bring everyone inside and cuddle with the baby a bit. And then, would you believe it, my game crashed. But luckily, we just saved when we switched households, so that's what is happening. I was like, oh, okay, my game crashed, and then, reloaded everything. So we'll just come back to that right now. Alrighty, so here we are, and he wants to talk about his relationship fears. It's because she flirted with Tiffany that one time. I can't believe that happened. These Sims are out of control. Okay, and also he's super glitchy right now. That's fine. But yes, let's just spend some time with the baby. Being with him and spending time with our heir. Very, very sad. So we are going to bake a cake and... take care of Bella, obviously. So there's that. And then I was thinking about what to change Cassandra's aspiration to, because she has we've already done the music aspiration in the save, and I don't really feel like doing it with her, so I figured we should pick something else. So we're going to try Super Parent. We're going to see how that goes. So we'll try Super Parent with her, and we will, see if we actually stick to that. But that's one of the ones we haven't done yet, so I think that would be fair to do. So let's take care of the kids here. We will age up little Bella, and then we will get the birthday going for Thomas and Mortimer so that we can age them up into toddlers. So let's do that. Here everyone is. We are going to have Thomas blow out the candles first. And, I'm really glad I decided to do this because I didn't really want to let go of Thomas just yet. I wanted to, have him have his birthday, maybe give him a little makeover, spend some time with him. And I just really didn't want to let go of that. So I think that we'll all agree that that was a good decision. So anyway, we're going to have Mortimer blow out the candles next. Here we go. There you go. Okay. And then we are going to have everyone eat some cake. and enjoy themselves. So that is really good. So everyone is here to eat cake, and actually it looks like Tiffany and Francesca sat next to each other. So I was like, you know what, maybe Francesca, after everything, like, she obviously regrets her actions, so she's going to try and apologize to Tiffany here. So she's trying, and Tiffany does not accept her apology, so that's kind of sad. I was kind of hoping that these two would eventually become close again. It was just really disappointing. Like, I cannot believe how quickly their relationship tanked. Like, I thought I was going to throw out a few mean comments and maybe the bar would like go halfway down, but like, no, that is not what happened. So just wild stuff. But anyway, so I'm just giving little Thomas a makeover and then little Mortimer a makeover. Just really quickly because, you know, they're boys, so I just give them the outfit and move on. And then little Bella, who is finally got blonde hair. All of our black hair babies, now we have a blonde hair baby. So there is little Bella. And we are going to just upload those pictures while we head back into the household. A little Mortimer here. Oh, he is, I'm sad. I want them to be twins. So moving on, and then little Bella. So here she is. What a cutie. So we're good there. And then we are going to bring everyone upstairs for the final goodbye. So let's have Thomas and Cassandra spending a little more time with their son and enjoying him and, you know, playing with him and all of that stuff. So we are going to just tell him little stories and be really cute. He's so cute. Okay, so then we will finally choose to kill him through MCCC, and I was trying to pick because some of them actually, I do have the toddlers and children can die thing, but it only works with some of the ways to die. So luckily we were able to actually do it like this, and I was like, wait a second, let's plead with the Grim Reaper. Let's plead with him for Thomas, and it worked! I can't believe it. Like, I'm so glad that I decided to do it this way. I really wasn't expecting him to survive at all, but then we could plead and it worked, and I'm just like so happy that that worked. So we still have our twin boys, and I'm really, really happy that he survived and all of that stuff. So I'm just so happy that he lived. We'll have to go get a picture of him now, and it's just really great. He lived. Oh, I'm so happy. So, he did live, and that was just, you know, really such a relief because I love him already. So we are going to upload his picture, and then we are going to start with, I know you're thinking about the title of this video and you're thinking about what's actually going to happen, so I am going to tell you right now. So I figured that since we're talking about moving to the city for the new decade, I want to like open up the new decade with moving to a new city. So I figured, what should we do? You know, I had this big plan for a storyline for the, you know, new decade. Usually I do the big events on the new decade, but I was like, let's close out this decade with a big event. So that is what we're doing. And we have Mortimer in his bathing suit. Hello. Okay. Anyway, so I kind of regret changing households because I'm just going to bring them back to the Larkin household. But anyway, so we're going to go visit. Bella has obviously heard about her grandson and about his near-death experience, so she's going to rush over and, you know, be the concerned grandmother, and she is just really, you know, trying to see the baby and make sure he's okay and blah blah blah. And so she comes up and she comes to see her grandson, and she, you know, is holding him and everything, and she just like is looking at Grim, and they have good sentiments towards each other. Okay, but that is only normal that would happen. And so they have good sentiments towards each other. But anyway, so she's looking at the baby and she's looking at Grim, and she's like, So the Goths obviously, you know, really believe in occults and really, you know, follow those lines of thinking. Like, they know by now that Thomas is a vampire, and even Francesca, like, they know about vampires, they know they exist, and they think that that's really cool. Like, they're not afraid of occults in the way that a lot of the other people in this time period are. So Bella wholeheartedly believes that occults exist and everything. So she's talking to Cassandra, and she's like, you know, he was like dead, like the Grim Reaper was here. And Cassandra's like, I know, like that, it's so I'm so grateful that he survived. And Bella's like, are you sure, like, he's not a changeling or something? So Bella has kind of convinced herself that this baby has been replaced, and that was the near-death experience. So I did some research on a few different things. So we're combining Sims lore with medieval, conspiracies and all of that stuff. So I looked up, obviously we know that Bella Goth was, abducted by aliens and all that stuff. So I looked it up, and aliens, I said, are aliens in the Middle Ages? And really what happened was people just think that, it would be fairies. It would be fairies, not aliens. So anyway, Bella has convinced herself that the baby has been replaced. And so she's going to this fairy circle out here, and she's trying to find out whether or not that's the case, if she can get her grandson back, blah, blah, blah. She meets this mysterious woman here, and she's talking to her and everything. And so she's abducted by aliens. For some reason, I cannot queue that up in MCCC right now. You saw me try. I'm kind of disappointed that I didn't get the visual of that. But basically what happened is Bella was, quote unquote, abducted by fairies, aliens. They're interchangeable at this point. So that is the lore on that. And so I was doing some research on, why fairies would, apparently during, near-death or death experiences, people would think that, the fairies would, take the child or something like that. Obviously, whether or not that was real. In this game, we are going to say that the aliens are fairies. So Bella has been abducted because she really went all in on the conspiracy theory about her grandson. I know that this is all going really fast, but we have 4 days to get through this, so we're going quick. And so since it's the middle of the night, I was just having Cassandra taking care of the kids and all of that stuff. Now, Cassandra is not worried. She just knows that her mom is into all that stuff, so she's not worried. She knows that that's her baby, she knows her kid. And so her father is going to come over to tell her that her mother is missing. So if I can get Mortimer to come over here, which is tough because whenever they're quote unquote in this neighborhood, you can't get them to come over. It's so annoying. Anyway, so I'm going to teleport him here, and we're going to have him tell Cassandra that her mother went missing. She went looking for her grandson, and Cassandra's like, "Are you kidding me?" And so Bella went missing, and that is also something that was a thing when people went missing. People would say that they were taken by fairies and stuff. And so Cassandra is super worried about her mother, and she's going to talk to Thomas, and she's going to be like, "Thomas, I don't know what to do. My mother is missing. I have to go find her. Do you know about I think Cassandra does believe in fairies, but she doesn't believe that her son is a changeling, if that makes sense. So she is asking Thomas if he knows anything, if his father knows anything, because his father is a vampire and he might know about some other occults. And so we're going to go ask him and find out from Thomas, do you know anything about fairies or anything? And he says, I'm a new vampire-ish. I don't know things, but you can ask Vlad. He might know because he's a super old vampire. He's been around for centuries. And so they basically say, well, you can ask Vlad. And Thomas is like, okay, let's go. Let's ask Vlad together. And Cassandra is basically telling him, no, you have to stay here with the kids. What if I also get abducted by fairies? We can't leave the children without their parents. And so she really insists that she will go alone. So that is a tough thing. And he is just really kind of against it, but he also can't really argue with her. She's very adamant about this position. And so he's just well, if you don't come back in a certain amount of time, I'm going to come looking for you. Also, I hit the map key right when Tiffany was having her baby. And then because of all of this, I can't get out of it. I can't do anything. So the thing went away. So Tiffany never had her baby, and she's stuck. And so I'm going to have to go unstuck her later, but you'll see why I did not do that in this video. You'll see. Anyway, I was thinking about what we should name Tiffany's baby, and I was like, well, we can't name both kids Bella after Bella because we could, I guess, name one Odelgard or something. I don't know. You know what? We're thinking about it, but not right now because Tiffany doesn't actually end up having the baby in this part. So anyway, Cassandra is going to come to Vlad's house and talk to him, and she's going to talk to Vlad and basically ask him, if he knows anything about fairies. Thomas sent me, like Thomas probably sent her with a letter or something, like, because him and Vlad are friends. And so she is asking him about fairies, and he's like, well, I do know of one fairy, like, in your area. I know where they're located, and so all of that. So Cassandra is like, yes, please, like, tell me. And he's like, you really don't want to go there, though. Like, you might never come back. And Cassandra is like, I don't care. I don't care about any of that. I just want to find my mother, and I want to get her back. So Vlad is like, well, I'll tell you if you let me drink your blood, because, you know, he's a vampire. And so she's like, fine, fine, fine. Just like, let's go. Like, I need to find my mom. So she doesn't even care if she gets bitten by a vampire. So she is going to... he's going to drink her blood here, and then we will just see how that goes. Okay, so she's passed out, and we're just going to wait for her to wake up so that she can head out to that fairy circle, because she wants to find where her mother had gone. So we're going to head out and go back over here. And so... I'm an idiot because there's no front door, so then I have to build one, and it's whatever. Anyway, so we are here, and pretend that Bella is not standing right there. So Cassandra also meets this mysterious woman, and so she's like, oh my gosh, like, hello, like, do you live around here? Like, do you know about the fairies? And, you know, this woman is like, well, you know, I have heard about fairies in this area. You'd be best to just leave. And Cassandra's like, I can't leave. Like, I'm looking for my mother. I have to find her. I don't know why all of a sudden I can't go down into this basement that I built. We'll just quickly throw in a front door and call it good. So anyway, let me just quickly do this because that's my life now, I guess. Having to fix things mid-story. But anyway, so... you know, this woman basically tells Cassandra she should leave, and Cassandra's like, oh, okay, like, you know, whatever. And of course Cassandra is not going to leave. Bella, will you stop it? Bella, you're not supposed to be here. Sometimes I hate this game. Anyway, so she's just talking to this mysterious woman, and she does not want to leave without her mother. She does not want to go anywhere. So she's going to take a look around. She's going to start snooping around the area. Bella, where are you going? So meanwhile, what she doesn't know is that this is an alien fairy. And so she has been doing experiments on Bella. And Bella is... So I tried to, like, mix the alien fairy concept. So it's very, like, woodsy, flowery, but also it's alien with, like, the technology and stuff that we don't have. So I'm thinking that, like, maybe the fairy lore will over time evolve into alien lore in this world. So that's how, you know, we believe in aliens in modern day. But anyway, so basically this alien is experimenting on Bella, and also Bella is going to be alien pregnant because that's what happened in whichever that other Sims game was, not Oasis, Lunar Lakes. And so basically Cassandra comes down here and finds that the woman was really a fairy all along, and she finds her mother, and she's like, oh my gosh, mom, like, and Bella doesn't recognize her. Sims lore is Bella lost her memories. And so Bella is like, how dare you, like, yell at my friend, blah, blah, blah. And so Cassandra's like, I don't understand what's going on, like, all of that stuff. And so I have to get... she still didn't get pregnant. I'm trying to get her pregnant. Okay, so anyway, so Cassandra is like, oh my gosh, like, you know... you're my mother. What did you do to my mother? And so the alien kind of explains to her, well, the fairy, I'm going to keep saying that interchangeably. The fairy says to her that part of fairy culture, which, again, all of my research on these matters are mixed together with Sims lore and a quick Google search. I did not do any extensive research on any of this, but according to some Google site, fairies believed that if they mixed their blood with, like, human blood, it would bring them closer to heaven. So, that is why the alien kidnapped Bella, to get her, you know, to put alien babies in Bella, and get her pregnant so that the blood would mix and it would get them, you know, closer to their version of, you know, a paradise. So she basically says, you know, so they don't know that Bella's pregnant currently, but they basically say, the alien says to them, like, you know, I have done what I needed to do here, and so you can have her back now. I don't need her right now. So the alien basically says, I've done what I needed to do, and I don't need her anymore. And you better not fight me because you're not going to win. And so Cassandra is talking to her and is like, okay, but like, can she have her memories back? And then Thomas shows up. So basically, the alien sends Bella into the chamber to get her memories back. She only didn't have her memories so that she'd be cooperative with the experiments. And so Thomas shows up, and Cassandra's like, Thomas, what are you doing here? And he's like, I couldn't wait. Like, I had to come and see you. Did you find her? What the hell is this? Like, anyway, so they are reunited. Bella now has her memories back. And the alien basically tells her, like, you know, sorry, but, like, I needed to do this. And so Bella is like, okay, but what about my grandson? And the alien's like, what? What about your grandson? Bella's like, he's not a changeling? And the alien's like, no. So, she is the only fairy in the area, so she would know. But, yeah, no, Thomas is fine. And so Bella feels really silly, but also kind of like excited that she met a fairy and that all of that happened. And so like she's really like thinks that that's cool, but also is like, wow, I just did all that for nothing. But at the same time, she's like, but I met a fairy and Mortimer is going to think this is awesome. Like, but they, of course, don't know that she is alien pregnant yet. And she's not really alien pregnant. She's pregnant with she's pregnant with that fairy aliens babies. So they would be probably either hybrids or whatever. So like they're not going to be full aliens, or maybe they will depending on my MCCC settings, which I kind of honestly forget. Anyway, so Tiffany is still in labor after all this time, so I'm just resetting her and then I'm ending the pregnancy and then making her pregnant again. So we'll see if we can't solve that problem. But anyway, I'm gonna have to come into this household to fix it. But also the house is on fire, so this is why I didn't do anything else, because it's the new year already. Like Monday is supposed to be the new year. I'm trying to get out of here so that I can end this and wrap this up, but the house is on fire and everyone keeps going inside and I can't see them, even though I knocked on the door and it said come in, but I still can't see them. And I'm trying to put the fire out and I'm like, oh my gosh. Sometimes this game drives me crazy. And so I was just like, I'm rage quitting right now. Like, I mean, I wait till the fire is out and then I'm like, I am quitting this game. I'm not playing anymore. I'm not figuring out Tiffany's baby situation. I'm not doing this right now. So that is why we didn't do anything else this year. It's still on fire. It's like already the morning. It's already like 8 o'clock. The fire department just got here and I'm just like, oh my gosh. Okay. So anyway, I'm stressed, but we're just going to end the game here and get our quick, what's it called? Our quick, makeovers. So we're just going to do that really quick and then I will update the tree and everything later. You'll see the recap video next time. But anyway, so that is what happened. I know a lot happened to this part. I was trying to kind of speed run that story. I probably should have thought of it a little sooner, but I wanted to get Bella's story done before we left it's going to be Windenburg. That's why I moved everyone back. I moved everyone that is in Windenburg for our current save into Henford on Bagley so that they were away from everyone else. And then you can see that I added in the rest of the towny base game families, so like the Pancakes and then the Spencer Kim Lewis family I've added into Windenburg as some new families we're going to meet. So I'm thinking about adding some of the Windenburg families in too, since we're in that world. But yeah, so I'm excited about that and I am ready to start the new decade. I hope you are too. I think it's going to be super exciting to be moving to a new city and, you know, being in a new house. I did download that Mirror Ray just did a speed build of a little castle type thing. So I downloaded that for the house that they're going to live in. So I'm really excited about that too. And I'm ready. We're ready. Thomas is going to be a social butterfly here. He is ready to make some connections. So I hope that you guys are excited for that. Also, we'll have Dante breaking up marriages. So I hope that is all very exciting and that you are ready for the next decade. I can't believe we're already into the 1470s. That is just so wild to me. It's awesome. So I will catch you guys in the next one.